The Ma'aseh, one of the Rebbes came to the Rebbe and he was misnamnim. He started a shtickle to dremel and sich falling asleep in the middle of Chiddush Darden with the Rebbe. And one of the Shamashim said, the Rebbe had got a heavy breakfast. The Rebbe had got a heavy breakfast. Sometimes people had a heavy breakfast and they like sharing it with other people. So there's kailas of rakim that come out of their mouth with different inyanim. And Shulchan Aruch and halacha and Kitzur Shulchan Aruch, he says over here it's partially not respectful. You're standing in front of the Eibishter. Besides the fact that the Rambam says it's also up halacha, you're standing in front of the Eibishter, and it's not respectful. See here in halacha tes, we're going to look into hard. We're going to see what it says in Kitzur Shulchan Aruch. Lo legahek, lo לפהק, גהוק. מה זה הדבר הזה? לשייnis גהוק, פיוק. She says, היינו. מה שלפעמים אדם מוציא מגופו לפיו, from his body to his mouth, נפיחה מחמס סביוי. A cloud, if you want to, something comes out of his mouth because of he's full. He ate Baruch Hashem, and he makes a grapes. They say a grapsim, anav migez mango laschim. This is a different type of grapes. She says over here, and sometimes it has the smell of the salami, the salami grapes. And she says over here, Pashut, he's trying to be masbir to you what it's talking about in Shulchan Aruch. And the Alter Rebbe explains exactly what this is. The prat or he stretches himself out because of COVID, something shver. He's opening himself up. And then there's also this idea of pihuk, which is yawning. So it's two different or he just got up from sleep, or he's very tired, he yawns, he opens up his mouth. The Rebbe went to people like this, the Rebbe was trying to motion to them to cover your mouth. And if it's needed in the middle of Shmoina, it's of course, he should cover his mouth. People shouldn't see or hear the things he likes sharing with others. And it's forbidden, it's also to spit on the floor, even if it's a situation that there is reik, the spit, the saliva in his mouth, and he has to spit. And it's giving him pain and he can't down. He's allowed to spit it into a tissue or into a cloth or whatever it may be. And if he gets disgusted from doing it, the smell, he should turn himself a shtickle to the left side, or turn to the left and spit behind him. And if it is impossible for him to turn himself to the back, so he says, then the smile is good enough. If it's possible to turn to the left and spit behind him, that would be the best thing. If it's not, at least to the smell to his left side. And if it's not possible for the left, then we should do it to the right. And if it's possible only in front of him, it's also mutar. You should just spit quickly on the floor in front of him and continue davening. And if there is a piece of lice over there, which is being annoying, some flies that were flying around over here before. But here we're talking about something which is biting him. He shouldn't touch it with his hand itself. He should use his baguette or something else to move it. And now we're talking about a situation that his talis falls off. He's allowed to put it back on in the middle of Shemona, even if most of the talis fell off. But if the whole talis fell off, he's not allowed to stop to put it back on because it is a hefsek. However, if it is being matrid him, it's bothering him from down Shemona Esrei, you have the heter, the green light. The Alter Rebbe says, put it back on, and continue davening Shemona Esrei. Even nafla sefer lefanam al haaretz mitel zem is malbum kavanazei. And if there's a sefer that falls off, he sees a sefer on the floor in front of him. So he tells you over here, mutar lahagbiya bein beracha lebracha. He's allowed to pick it up between one bracha and another bracha if it's being mevavel is kavanah Shemona Esrei. He's trying to finish Shemona Esrei fast, or the whole Shemona Esrei, he's thinking about the siddur on the floor, or the sefer, whatever it may be. He's allowed to pick it up between the brachas. Kol hadvarim asurim b'toich tefila Shemona Esrei asurim ala achri yifsa hapsiyos. Anything which is asur in Shemona Esrei is asur till after Yisur Shalom, till you go back 3 steps. Ach, in hefsek, yes, the chiluk of Moshe Ksayv as well. In the idea of hefsek, we will see the idea of hefsek in the Sifta as well. We're going to mention it later. צריך, לעמוד, לעמוד, בפניו, לצד, Eretz Yisrael. A person when he davening Shemona Esrei should be facing Eretz Yisrael. It doesn't mean Mizrach, it means you are davening keneged Eretz Yisrael. Shenemar, Yispalu, Alecha, Derech, Artzon. Daven to the Eibush, the Derech of the Eretz, towards Eretz Yisrael, Yichavin, Gam keneged Yerushalayim. Not only when he's davening, he has this idea that he knows we're facing Eretz Yisrael, but he knows we're being keneged Yerushalayim, keneged Beis HaMikdash, keneged Beis Kodesh Kodashim. And therefore, Alnu Midinaseinu, Yesh Ma'arav, Shalat Yisrael, צריכים לעמוד פניו לצד Mizrach. The Yidden that are in Ma'ariv, they're facing Mizrach. Why? Because that's Eretz Yisrael, that's the Beis HaMikdash, that's Kodesh HaKadoshim. Lo the Mizrach Ma'amash El Tzad Kerem Mizrach is Dreimis. It doesn't literally mean to Mizrach. You should try to put it in a way that it's Dreimis Mizrachis, like it's brought down in the Turei Zahav, the Magen Avraham, in the name of the Lavush. And of course, every shul, they should try to ask it up, of course, how exactly, where the Aron Kodesh should be. The Reimis, Ma'arabis, different places, the building was already built, and they put the Aron Kodesh this way, that way. Kitzur, people that are sitting in the tzafin of Eretz Yisrael, Pnem L'Darim, they face Darim side, the Yeshim Mizrach, Pnem L'Maida, Yeshim L'Darim, Pnem L'Tzafin. So we find over here, Nimtzah Kol Yisrael, Painim, L'Til Yisayim, L'Makim Echad, all Yidden, they are pointed their tefillas, they turn their tefillas to one place, to Mizrach. I know, Keneged Yerushalayim, which is where Keneged Yerushalayim, Beis Kodesh HaKadosh, Shesham, Shara Shemayim, Shekol HaTfilos Oilos, Derech Sham. Because that's the gate of all the tefillas that go up to Shemayim, to the Eibush, L'chein Nigra Beis HaMikdash, Talpiyos, K'meshakasu, Migdal David, Tavarech, Bonloi La Talpiyos, Davke, the Beis HaMikdash is called Talpiyos, the shar, the gate where all the davening go up to the Eibush. Tail, a little mount, like a mountain, a mount, should call Piyos, that all Piyos, all people, their mouth, Pונים, we turn Elav to the Eibush. If he's in a place, in a time, in a situation, or a blind person, which is not possible for him, and he doesn't know exactly, and somebody's not there to help him to face the right place, Eretz Yisrael, Yisraelim, Beis HaMikdash, Kodesh HaKadoshim. He's in a situation that he doesn't know, doesn't have ways to figure out exactly where he is, where is the right place to daven. The main thing here is kavanah b'lev, to daven, kavanah b'lev la'aviv shabashamayim, like it says in the pasuk shenemar uvo ispalu elavai daven to the Eibishter. If he started davening Shemona Esrei, tzafin darim not connected Eretz Yisrael, niskar بعמצה Shemona Esrei, middle of Shemona Esrei, he remembers, oy sheinem et garoi loy yaaki raglav elo yata panav Mizrach. He shouldn't move his feet should stay in the same place. He should just turn his face to Mizrach, abyssal, to whichever direction Mizrach is. Or if somebody screams out to Mizrach, this way, that way, he should just turn his face a little to Mizrach. Or if he's on the bus and the bus turns, whatever it may be, it doesn't make a difference right now. If he's not facing Mizrach, he should turn his face to Mizrach. If it's not possible, or he's davening, he's in Ma'ariv side, it's possible in other situations. But if he's facing Ma'ariv, to turn his face all the way back, it's a shtickle hard. He should finish his davening the way he's already standing. The main thing is the base kadashim to be mechavan his slave to the kodesh ha-kadashim. V'lo ya'akir and agla, we shouldn't move his feet to chenim who mispal b'makom sheish. Tuda is aveda zar b'mizrach mispal tzad acher afshe in the mizrach. And the chadchile, the question would be, where do you not face mizrach if there's aveda zara? You should davke face a different place, and the mechavan libu ilav b'shabashamayim to mizrach side. Noch yod al. You have to bow 4 times in Shemona Esrei. It's very, very important. And also by Chazaras Hashatz and Befrat, people are looking at the Chazan, and we're talking about any person. There's the idea of bowing 4 times in Shemona Esrei. At the beginning of the first bracha, brachas Avis, Seifan, and the end of the bracha Rishona. There's twice in the beginning of Shemona Esrei, brachas Moedim, and then the bracha of Moedim. Which is before Sim Shalom. He says over here, when he says the words Baruch, when he says the word Baruch, he bows with he uses his knees. He's telling you to say that exactly how you're supposed to do it. By Baruch, when you say the words Baruch, Ata, Hashem, so he's going to tell you how to do it. You start with your knees. When he uses the words Ata, he bows, he starts to bow, while his knees are already a shtickle bent or crouched, whatever you want to say. The main idea of bowing here is that he bends his head, that in the back, his spine, the knots of the spine start to pop out a little. He should also bend his head, not only his back. According to Shulchan Aruch, you pick your head up. You pick it up before Hashem. According to the atelit, you pick it up while you're saying Hashem. While you're saying Hashem, you should pick your head up. Hashem shenemar havaya zeikiv kufu, from the Eibush is the one that picks up the ones that are bent. The same thing is when we say moedim keide mishtachave, he bows to the Eibush and that's Hashem zeikiv before he picks his head up. Moedim anachnu loch sho'ato Hashem legenu. Sha'ata, by the way, people make the mistake. They don't say the right doggy sha'an sha'ata. They say sha'ata. It's a kamat sha'ata. Anyways, over here the idea is you pick your head up while you're saying the words, while you're saying Hashem's name. A person shouldn't bow too much. He shouldn't bow too much, as in all the way down his head to where his belt is. All the way, because he says it's the idea of gaiva. He said that you had a zakhen, v'choyle, shemitztad b'chiyah, kevon sheirchin roishi daye, a zaken, he elderly person or a person which is not feeling well. He says once he puts his head a hichriya roishi, he bends his head even a little bit. That is good enough. Daye, it is enough. Asr lahaisif, it is asr, it is forbidden to add in the 4 Paidim in Shemona Esrei, Stachawais b'Yeser, Habrachas loy b'Tichlasi v'loy b'Seifei, not in the beginning, not in the end of the 4 brachas of Shemona Esrei. I was zeichet to be in Australia in Rabbi Arel Sarabransky's house, Alav Shalom, zeichet tzadik l'bracha. One time we were davening and I was chazan, and he was in the hallway going to the kitchen, to the living room, and I came up to him and I was like, oh, Rabbi Arel, I gave him a hug. Hug him, whatever it is, and he tells me, "Du hast vergessen eine von the 4 koidim." And I'm looking at him. I'm 4 koidim beams, koidim. I'm looking at him. I don't know what he wants from me. Mendel, his son soll gesund sein, is there. He's like, at his nach the 4 cases. He's already after 4 cases. He's a shtickle. He doesn't know. And Mendel explained me, he's in Shemona Esrei, you missed one of your koidims, and the Tata recognized, and he's being meir to you. Kitzur, the Nakuda is you shouldn't add or lessen or be peiches from the 4 koidim in Shemona Esrei at Kan Halacha Yud Aleph.